Discord server and invite my yourselves if you haven't done so already. As I say every stream, because if you're not joining my Discord server, what are you waiting for? So join us over there, and we will get on with today's stream. Alright, there we go. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let me find my button. Alright, happy Tuesday. It is a Tuesday afternoon. It's just 1:30 in the day. I had planned on starting the stream at 2 o'clock, but I was able to see, but I finished my lunch. I just finished eating a little bit ago. And it took me a lot less time than I had planned for streaming. I looked down, it was 1:30. I'm like, I'll just go ahead and start stream early. Just go ahead and, because so I can get some extra time in maybe this afternoon into this evening to myself. Alright, I'm going to play golf. Last stream was on Friday morning. I got that stream exported to YouTube last night, so I took the weekend off from my computer. I didn't even touch the computer this weekend, so that was all nice and fine and dandy. I'm going to, we're going to play, I didn't play a devotion on Friday, so I'm going to play one today, and today is Tuesday, so I'm going to play, I'll play Carlos Mencia. So I'll let y'all enjoy that, and we're going to go play some golf.
Unbelievable. And that's all we do. Is just feel sorry for the retarded people. And I don't mean retarded by birth. That's a whole different thing. I mean the stupid people. Because that's what we do in America now. You're stupid, don't worry. We will lower the standards to fit your fucking dumb bullshit. That's what we do in America. Hey, remember back in the days? Back in the days, school systems were fucking badass, and the goddamn standard to get an A was up here. That was it. No fucking goddamn A minus, ni que la fucking bullshit. No, fuck that. You got a fucking A or a B. But then, so, well, you know, it's kind of like an A minus, really, if it's an 89. Not really a B, but kind of like an A fucking minus. And the fucking standard started getting lower. A minus, A minus, A minus. Lower it a little. Oh yeah, let's lower it a little. Yeah, and then people started coming up with fucking diseases. Hey, Carlos, I have attention deficit disorder. My son can't pay attention because he has attention deficit disorder, which is a bullshit fucking disease that they made up in the 1980s for your fucked up kids that are and you don't want to admit it. That's what that fucking disease is. Goddamn ADD, my motherfucking ass. That's a bullshit disease. If it didn't exist when I was a kid, fuck you, it's not real. ADD, my ass. There's a cure, Carlos. Ritalin. Ritalin is the cure. Fuck Ritalin. You want to cure your goddamn kid from ADD? Because what ADD is, your kid's not paying attention. You want to cure that shit? Send him to goddamn fucking Catholic school. That's what you fucking do. Send him to Catholic school with Sister Mary, that puta who hasn't seen a dick in 10 fucking years. That crazy bitch will fix a goddamn ADD. What's 4 times 4? I have ADD. What the fuck is 4 times 4? I don't have time for your bullshit, and neither does God. And if you don't answer in 5 seconds, you're going to hell, little fucker. It's 16, Sister Mary. I used to be sick, but you slept it out of me. It's a miracle. Hallelujah. It's a miracle. And all the people that are clapping have smart kids. All the rest of you, and you don't want to fucking laugh. Because you like that stone fucking. Lower the standards, Carlos. Lower the standards. And that's what we did. We lowered the standards. ADD. Lower the standards a little bit. And then somebody went, ADD, nothing. My son has attention hyper deficit disorder. That's ADHD. That's like on top of that shit. That's a whole other. And we lowered the standard a little fucking more. And then all the beaners started complaining. Oh, well, my son knows the shit, but they don't ask him in Spanish. Porque si le preguntan en español, he's gonna know the fucking answer. And then we lowered the standard a little fucking more. Then the brothers, oh, the nigga motherfucking says be culturally biased and shit, dog. Be culturally biased and shit. And then we lowered it a little fucking more, and it kept getting lowered and lowered and lowered and lowered, and now standard in schools is so fucking low that kids with Down syndrome are like, this fucking class is easy. I get straight A's, straight A's, straight A's. I'm gonna go to Harvard. Because I have a 4.6 GPS. See, the smart people got the GPS joke. Look at the stupid people. Hey, that's a really good GPS, eh? That's a fucking really good GPS. See, most of you are smart and thank you for being here, but a few of you idiots should have been swallowed at birth.
All right, and there is Carlos Mencia. Let's get started. I'm gonna show y'all my game cover that I made. And that's what I'm going to be playing. And so let's get started. Class in session. Turn my headset up a little bit. I'm going to move my, let's go to my camera. Move this over here. I'm going to go ahead and get it launched.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Alright, I'm going to try this one from the Black Tees, even though it is hard.
This is EA Sports coverage of PGA Tour Golf, today from the Desert Southwest and Wolf Creek Golf Club in Mesquite, Nevada. Alongside Frank Nobilo, I'm Rich Lerner, and partner, you and I have called a lot of rounds of golf through the years. I know there's always something that piques your interest. How about today?
Rich, every day brings you a chance to do something special. And when we get to sit in this perch, that's what I look for. And I don't want to see the head going down. I want to see that every single shot is a chance to do something special. There could be a chip. Maybe the chip goes in. Maybe it's a 30-footer that goes in. Maybe a drive gets rifled down the fairway. Do something special.
Whew. Yeah, this is really high up.
This started toward the left side.
Beautiful.
And he should like that one. He'll have an excellent chance to go for this first green in 2.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely going to do that.
Frank, what does the shot into this first green look like?
Well, it's back a little bit up the hill. Bunkers left and right, really the biggest concern. But a well-flighted shot to this 3-level green will be well rewarded.
Oh,
Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5. Frank got everything out of that.
Yeah, did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
I should have used a 6-iron there, but all right, I'll take that. But yeah, I should have used a 6-iron. I thought it was going to have some tailwind there, but it didn't have as much as I thought. Oh,
Not that time. Pretty good effort, but it'll wander a couple of feet by.
good job.
That so nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it. Moving on to the 445-yard par 4 second, severe dogleg left. Aggressive players hitting driver to the left of the visible fairway. Less aggressive players will play to the right, but be careful long there and your ball could be lost in the desert moonscape.
And the flag's in the very front.
Is starting up the right
Oh,
side.
Lord. That thing sailed. Oh, my gosh.
Well, that drive was enormous. I know it's in the rough, but that is long.
Man.
So from the rough, here's his second at 2.
May want to go hit it up and then go try to roll it back.
Maybe not what you're hoping for from that number, but no damage. It's on the green. A birdie putt down to Iona.
Well, they often say it's the toughest putt in golf. There's not a lot to it. I think you can take dead aim.
Oh, I hit it a little bit short. Not
Frank,
quite.
that's what you want to do. Good
Close.
line putt.
Yeah, they can't all go in.
Yeah, I'm a little bit rusty. I'm having a slow start.
Disappointment there. He'll
All
brush
right.
it in,
Come on.
and that'll be just a par.
Let's get some birdies.
Now on to the first of the short holes here at Wolf Creek. Uphill shot, Frank?
Yes, it's going to play a little
Oh,
longer
gosh.
because of that. Then it's 227 yards off the back tee. Hard to imagine you have a par 3 in amongst this desert. And really, that's all it is. Tee and green. There's not much in between. Well protected, as you can see by those bunkers. And this green a little smaller than what you'd like for a hole that's around that 230-yard mark.
I'm gonna try something crazy. That was gutsy.
Okay, a little local knowledge there. He gets that ball to work back onto the green. And now a birdie putt coming up.
Oh,
We
Lord.
turn to Nota Begay III for this look at birdie.
And a really tricky look here. Tough side hill putt. He's got to push it out to the right and just let it drift its way back to the hole.
This is really nasty. Oh,
Nope, not enough. Needed to get that a little
good
further out
job
to
getting
the
the gird
right.
though. That's the first time I've ever done it on this hole from the black tee. Good job.
So all pars here to start as he'll head to the fourth, even for his round. Back to the tee here at Wolf Creek. A lot of sand along the right side of this fairway leading up to the green, Frank.
Yeah, I can't even count how many bunkers they've got down that right side. It's easy to see where not to go. So obviously you want to get that ball up on that left side. And then really it's just a short pitch across. There, this hole's only 383 yards. And it won't even really play its distance. But of course you've got to be careful. It's not long, but fairway first once again here. You can see all the problems around there if you do miss this fairway.
Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. So from right around 80 yards or so, this is second.
Ooh. Good job.
Really nothing wrong with that approach shot. Just a little shy of where you'd like to finish up, but still, one good putt, maybe a birdie.
Oh,
Got it there, but not quite on target.
jeez. It's just taking me. I'm having a slow start to this stream.
So it's another par. That's 4 in a row to start out the round.
All right, we got another par 5 here.
We're in the desert, partner. I need water.
You're going to get it here, Rich. Par 5 second hole's got a nice stream that runs down the left side, as well as cutting the fairway. There's a crop of some 3 bunkers down that right side. I want to avoid that, but yeah, Rich, this hole isn't too long. Under 500 yards, not even going to play that long. So very reachable.
I'm going to play it safe. That's beautiful. Great job. Great
Very
call.
conservative strategy here. 3 wood off the tee, turning this par 5 into a 3-shotter. See how it plays out.
Great call.
Now, after the big drive, this a good distance here for a second to the par 5.
All right, I'll go with the 8-iron. Oh. Oh, my Jesus. Really?
That's what he wanted to do.
I did
After the
not
tee
want
shot,
that.
puts
I should have
himself
gone
in
with the
really
7
good
iron
position
then.
here on the par
The wind
5.
is the wind's altering the shot. So that's going to give it a this.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with y'all?
Exactly. I'll take that for birdie.
Yep, played that nicely. That'll work out just fine.
Oh,
This one
gosh.
moving left here for birdie.
Oh, I gave it
Nah,
too
that's
much.
going to miss right. And a
Jeez.
good opportunity goes by the wayside.
It's putting is what's getting me today. I really struggle from this course from the black tees.
So nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it. Next up, 447-yard par 4/6. If you hit driver off the tee, be mindful of the creek that traverses the fairway, and the approach plays longer than the yardage as it climbs uphill to a really difficult green.
Well, then, I don't think I'm going to be able to clear that creek from the black tee. I might. This is going to be dangerous. Oh, this is well done. Wait, go right. Oh, that was a lot better than I thought.
A good-looking shot there.
Holy
well placed
moly.
in the fairway.
Man, that's insane.
The big drive got him here. Now a short one for his second.
Good job. Can
Okay,
I make this putt,
sensible
though?
play right there, and that one on deck. This is a 13-footer.
Got it.
Ah, yes.
There we go.
Well read to 1 under now for the day. Now on to the
All
par
right.
4 7th hole. Is this a reachable par 4, Frank?
Distance-wise, you would think so, but the designer has done something to avoid that, and it's put all this water in front of the green. It would take a mammoth tee shot, and that's something like 300
It's
yards through
reachable,
the
but
air
I'm
if
not
you're
gonna
try
do it.
and
I'm gonna
drive
play
this
safe.
thing. Is the risk worth it? Well, if you're just playing with your friends, maybe it is. Otherwise, you just lay it up just past those those bunkers on the right and the left. Get it down there on the flat. A little pitch you would think is simple, but because of the slope of this fairway, chances are you might not get a flat lie, and that's going to make that second shot that much harder.
Yeah, I'm gonna play it safe. Now that's something I would do if this course was used in a tournament, and my guy's getting desperate. But for this, no.
Just 90 yards remaining here for his second into the par 4.
Oh no. It's like I'm chipping that. Yep.
I think he'll be fairly pleased with that,
Yeah,
Frank.
that's
What do you
good.
think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
Yep. That's the only thing I could do.
Disappointment there. He'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par.
All right, this hole's going to be hard.
Par 3/8, 248 yards down to the green. What a hole.
Yeah, maybe you put your two hands together, make a little prayer. You might make two, but make three here and run to the next tee. This is it's just a gorgeous par 3, but it is tough. Every bit as tough as what it is pretty, as a matter of fact.
Maybe should have used a 6
All
or
right,
7
you don't
iron.
have to catch it on the middle of the face every time. That's on the middle of the dance floor, and a birdie putt coming up. Not only a long putt, but a bending putt. Strong right to left in this one. They'll be very pleased just to get this one within a couple of feet.
And it's going a tad downhill, too. Not quite.
Close. Couldn't ask for much more on that putt. That's so nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it. Stepping up to the shot here at the 9th, it's a par 4, 390 yards.
It is anything other than straight off the tee because of all these sort of undulations and curvature on the fairway. You'd think well bunkered, but the last bunker on the right side there, longer hitters, they can nearly fly that, just over 300 yards. Either that, shorter hitter, just play to that fat area of the green. That'll be sort of some, 270 yards. That will take all the water out of play into a green that slopes back at you. So very good chance, even with a wedge in hand, to get the ball close. A good way to finish the front 9.
Uh-oh. Let's go right. Have it go right just a tad.
Nothing to fault there. Safely in the fairway. So not a whole lot left to go here as he'll set up his second to this par 4.
Come on, let's
That'll
make
do
the
just
putt.
fine. Here we go. 7-footer for birdie.
Oh my
that's gonna
goodness.
slide by to the left. Good work to get into that position, but couldn't finish it off.
Gee whiz.
Just a tap in there for par at the 9th. And that will mean it's a front 9 score of 35, 1 under par. The par 4 10th, and Frank, what's the right way to attack this hole?
A little deceiving off the tee here, Rich, because you don't see the full width of the fairway because of the desert down the right side. You do see those bunkers down the left. 280 yards take them completely out of play. And it's a fun green, obviously protected by those bunkers on the left and a little one-pot bunker on the right. But be aware of the contours of this green and just be aware, too, where they stick the flag. In that front section, then this is certainly a birdie hole. Another great tee shot. By my count, only missed one fairway today, so that's 7 of 8. Easy to see that's the best way to play this golf course.
From the fairway nota, this his second.
146 yards left to the hole. Hole cut right in the middle.
Oh. Why'd you do me that?
Well, not super close, but safely on the green.
Well, Ione has had a good look. Now this for birdie.
Yeah, it's a long putt, so pace is important, but there's not a whole lot to it. I fancy the chances of getting this close.
Jeez. Missing so many freaking putts today.
Disappointment there. He'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par. On to the 11th hole. We're looking downhill, 215 yards to the green.
And this is one of the holes that you realize you're at Wolf Creek. You would never see this hole anywhere else in the world. It's amazing when you stand on this tee. You see all of the canyons around, but there is a little green area down there surrounded by a couple of bunkers. It's a great looking par 3. It measures 215 yards, very playable, and you never know, today might be the day where you make birdie.
I'm trying to. Jeez, I should have used an 8-iron.
Okay, that's going to end up right in the middle of the green. Getting this thing rolling should not be an issue. It is a long, down the slope putt for birdie.
All right, let's read this thing. What are we looking at here? It's going downhill. And I think it's going for... Oh. Oh! Come on!
Well, I think he was being extra careful with that one, but it turns out a little too careful.
And I pushed it right.
Just 5 feet left.
If I just kept it straight, it could have gone in.
Yeah, that is a very good 2-putt from where he was. That's no easy feat, and he'll come away with par. Another spectacular vista from an elevated tee here at the 560-yard
This
par
is not
5
my
12.
round.
Water down the left of the fairway and to the right of the green. Keep it dry off the tee, and you can get home in 2, where eagle or birdie opportunities await.
And where's the flag here? In the bag, okay? Gosh, this fairway is really narrow. Gee whiz.
Well, not this time. That one's in the rough. Might be a tough shot coming up.
Come on, get it closer, get it closer. All right, I'll take that.
That is a marvelous shot. Look at that, Frank. You know, sometimes on a par 5, you're happy to just be home. Maybe 50, 60 feet away, you take your 2 putts and move on. Here, you're thinking about eagle, getting out of there with a 3.
Let's get it.
Just
Try
imagine
to build
if he
some
can
momentum.
roll this one in. What a well-played hole it will be.
Got it.
Oh, yeah.
Yes!
That's how you take advantage of a par 5. It's in for an eagle 3. Superb. Up next, another short par 4, 350-yard, 13th here at Wolf Creek. It is a dogleg to the right. Big hitters might be tempted to cut the dogleg and go for the green. But buyer beware. Miss right, your ball is gone.
I think I might play it safe here. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I'm going to play it safe here. This has been a slower round, too.
Yeah, if you see shortish par fours like this, it's a great time to bring out the irons, and that is going to work out well. Now, from just under 100 yards, he'll stare down his second.
Jeez, what happened there? I'm going to putt that.
And this going to wind up on the fringe and not particularly close either. Bit of a misstep there from a pretty good number.
What the hell kind of a putt is that? Normally if it's on the fringe or very off there, I go ahead and putt it. Wow. That's just good enough to get it up the hill, and I had to really max it out too. And that's for par. And I missed it.
Might have overread it just a bit, and it stayed out wide left of the hole.
I gave it too much break.
Kicking himself just a bit there. That is a drop shot, bogey 5 at this par 4 13.
This course is really tears me up.
There.
I really struggle
Certain
on this
holes
one.
in golf, you just want to pull out the phone and snap a picture and just soak it all in. This is one of those holes, the 14th at Wolf Creek, 444 yards. Spectacular, isn't it?
That is awesome. Beautiful.
Yeah, all about hitting the fairway here, and that is right where you want to be. Second shot coming up, and we say hello to Iona Stephen.
136 is the number, pin smack bang in the middle.
This one looks right on point.
Beautiful.
Just went a little bit too far and a little bit to the right, but still, anything inside 10 feet is
Great call
excellent on
going
the
to club.
Not a long putt, but a side hiller for birdie.
Got it.
Yes, a good look at that one all the way in. It's a birdie that pushed that score to 3 under for the round. Now to the par 3 15th hole here at Wolf Creek. Frank, this is the shortest hole on the course.
And their version of a postage stamp type hole, minus the bunkers on the right side. Green elevated, falls off as you can see down the left side. Club selection is vital, but it is such a short hole. It's very, very tempting, especially when that flag's on the left side, to still go at it. But you miss this green on the left, and you are going to be considerably lower than the level of this green.
Okay, a friendly bounce there, and that will make its way onto the putting surface.
All right.
Speed down the hill, going to be critical here on this putt for birdie.
Okay, so we got some break going to the right. Or going from right to left. Oh,
One just gonna sneak on by.
I'm good at those putts, and I had it lined up right. It just went a pad off.
That is so nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it. Now to the 16th hole as we get set for the finishing stretch. And Frank, what's the best way to play this relatively short par 4?
Somehow you've got to straighten the hole up in your mind's eye, Rich. Just look all the way across that canyon and look like the hole was built straight, because really that's the way it should be played. If you start looking left and turning it into a dog leg, then all of a sudden bad things can happen. So look straight at the green. That's your line. Just try and bisect those 2 fairway bunkers.
I love it. I love that sound there. Whoa.
Yeah, that's the spot you want to put it. Now, watch this thing gather momentum down the slope. Well, that is going to be an excellent result.
Woo-hoo-hoo. That was close.
So a big drive, and not much needed to carry here for his second.
Ooh. All right, we got a downhill
12
putt.
feet still to go.
All right, good. We can. This is really makeable if I do this right. Got it.
Ah, yes, well done. It's birdie to move to 4 under now on the day. Now to the 17th, par 5 here at Wolf Creek Golf Club.
Yeah, dog leg left. Tee shot obviously
All
has
right.
to be played short of that creek down there. It's still going to be a reachable hole, even though this hole's sort of around the 550, 560 mark. But because you've got to play short of that stream, it's going to leave a lengthy second shot, and you've got to get the distance right on the buck.
Boy,
Trying to
the
see if I can
rhythm
get it
is
clear.
definitely there today. Another wonderful tee
Okay.
shot.
Oh yeah, I'm making that.
Definitely within range of getting home in two. This, his second. Oh,
good.
what a good shot that is. Home in two on the par 5. Remember, made eagle earlier in the round, Frank? Now maybe a chance for a second.
I know we can't call it a double eagle, but talk about aggression in these par 5s. Way to stand up there and just hit the shot.
Not quite.
That would have been a good one to
I'll take a
convert
birdie.
on. Instead, that'll be left for birdie. Okay, he is making him look routine at this point. Another birdie, and it moves him to 5 under par. This is a cool finishing hole here at Wolf
All right,
Creek. Just
good job.
307 yards, a shorty. And it's probably a fairway wood or a hybrid off the tee. What presents a problem, that approach shot. Waterfall on the left. It looks nice, but you just want to stare at it. You don't want to hit your shot there. Deep bunkers and rocks on the right, and a funky green that is really a challenge. This is an excellent finishing hole.
Ooh.
Well, that's on a pretty good line so far.
Beautiful. Wow.
Drivable par 4, not for most in this field, but for this guy, yes, he has just knocked it on. What a shot.
Oh, if I went with the power drive, I could have gone it up. gone it up further. Not quite. Almost did it. All right, let's get on out of here. Good job.
Okay, what a run here down the stretch. Birdies at 16, 17, and now here at 18. And that will be a 6 under 66. Very well done.
What a day of golf we saw out there today, Frank. It was a lot of fun.
Wolf Creek is just an amazing experience, Rich. To imagine that they could build a golf course like this, and let alone people could play it and have fun. Every shot's a different experience out there. I doubt you'd ever get another golfing experience anywhere in the world that would come close to this.
Nothing like Wolf Creek Golf Club in Mesquite, Nevada. So for my partner Frank Nobilo and all of us here at EA Sports, we say so long from Wolf Creek Golf Club.
All right. Let's go to the next round. I'm gonna look at Chambers Bay. I'm gonna play Oak Hill. That's in Rochester, New York. We'll play Black Tea. And this course is gonna be easier than that other one. That one's really hard. Those black tees really make that one tough.
Now from beautiful upstate New York and Oak Hill Country Club, this is another edition of PGA Tour Golf on EA Sports.
With Frank Nobilo by my side, I'm Rich Lerner. Frank, as weekend golfers know, there's always part of your game that you're focused on. So I'll ask the question, what are you going to be looking at here today?
Tee to green. Rich, I know people always say putting's important. I'm not going to say it's overrated, but tee to green. If you want to play good golf day in, day out, fairways greens. That's the secret.
This course has hosted some PGA tournaments before.
Boy, he got that right on the center of the club face. A big drive there to get the round started.
I really wonder what is considered a
Now,
long
from
drive.
just under 100 yards, he'll stare down his second. Good chance at one.
Nice.
It was a good strike. I could tell that by the sound as the ball came off the club face. That little bounce and check, well done.
4 feet, all that's left for birdie. If only
There
they
you
could
go.
all be that short. Very well played there, and it results in an easy birdie. The second hole here at Oak Hill is known as Breather, but don't be fooled by the moniker. This one has some teeth. At 405 yards, it is not overly long, but a tee shot here needs to be precise because the fairway is narrow and lined with bunkers on both sides.
Uh-oh. I'm going right to the tree.
Well, that is right, and that could be trouble.
Oh, hell. I pushed that one.
And that's going to miss the fairway. So after the birdie at 1, he'll need to play his second at 2 from the rough.
It shouldn't be too bad where he is. He should have a decent look at the green.
And I got a wind going, a side wind going left. Yeah, that was messed up.
Looking to splash this softly onto the green.
I got that for par.
That one kind of took off on him. That'll happen sometimes coming out of the bunker, and that scoots right on by.
Ooh.
This will be a 14-foot putt here.
Oh. All right, get it back. It's only number 2.
So he's unable to keep the momentum going after the opening birdie as he gives it right back here at number 2. The third here is a long par 3 at 230 yards. It's protected by 2 bunkers left and 2 more short and right. But the biggest concern here is making sure you get enough carry over an aggressive false front, because just about anything that lands in the front third of the green won't be staying there for too long. Okay, fortunate there. That ball hops onto the green, and he'll be left with that for his birdie.
Whew.
Let's bring in Nota Begay III for a look at birdie.
And this might require just a little extra pace, but it's dead straight.
Got it.
Yes, a second birdie of the round. So a nice bounce back from that bogey at 2 as he's back into red figures at 1 under for his round. On to the fourth now, the only par 5 on this opening 9, and at 615 yards, the longest on the course. It is a stout test. Bunkers and out of bounds loom on the right side of the fairway with trees running along the left.
And you can see number 5 right there.
This one's starting a little bit right.
Nice.
That had to be in the rough the whole way. One more bounce back on the fairway.
Beautiful. A little bit long, but for eagle, but I'll take it.
Yeah, mission accomplished. On into, didn't fly it all the way there, but got enough release, in good shape. This one right at 25 feet here for eagle.
Oh! Jesus.
Speed was right what you want, but the eagle putt doesn't go down.
I just pushed it.
A
If I don't
great
do
opportunity
that,
here for birdie. Yes, a two-putt birdie. That's in for a 4. The 5th hole here at Oak Hill is entirely new as of a recent renovation. Inspired by the original 6th hole, it checks in at an even 180 yards. 4 bunkers in total ring this plateaued green. If your tee shot doesn't wind up on the putting surface, par becomes a risky proposition at best. This one has a chance to be close.
Nice.
That's going to be on the putting surface and a birdie look straight ahead. This is a 9-footer. And that is nicely done right
there. We go.
A very strong start to his round. 3 under through his first 5 holes. Now to the 6th, which in fact was the old 5th hole here in years gone by. It's a long par 4 at a full 500 yards. Allen's Creek, which we saw on hole 1, makes an appearance here as well. This is the number 1 handicap hole, so par is a very good score.
All right, I can go over there and be safe.
Everything flowing really well right now. Coming off 3 birdies in a row. Here's another solid tee shot as well.
There we go.
A second shot looming here from right around 165 yards.
Nice.
Well, Rich, I didn't expect this sort of fireworks here today, but already with some birdies on the card and another one here by the looks of things.
Oh, this could be the start of something special. Coming off birdies at 4 and 5. Here's a 3rd in a row at number 6.
4 in a row.
The 7th now is a par 4 at 460 yards. Allen's Creek runs up the right side of the hole before darting directly across the fairway. The approach is a tough one too, uphill to one of the more challenging greens on the entire golf course. All right, in the fairway. Now Notah, his second from the fairway.
Left himself with 149 yards to the front, 157 to the hole, coming off a birdie on the previous, looking for 2 in a row.
I
There
always
we
looked
go.
inside that 15-feet circle. Anything inside that was going to be a good shot. So in my book, that's a good shot.
He's been automatic on this front side. This for birdie. Yeah, the good play continues. Now to 5 under on the day. The 8th hole checks in at 430 yards. After dealing with narrow landing zones on the previous 2 holes, players here no doubt appreciate a large driving area here at 8. 3 deep greenside bunkers guard against a very large green that can yield a 3-putt if the approach is not accurate. Tell you what, the game's just coming easy right about now. 5 straight birdies on the card and another beautiful tee shot here. All right, we know he can move it. That ball was absolutely bombed. Now comes the touch shot, 83, 84 yards. See if he can play that 2-check skipper and get it to stop.
Good approach shot. And birdie putt coming up. That approach shot just a little right, little short.
13 feet away.
Got it.
Oh yes, that's the right line, and it's in for a birdie. Well done. The final hole on Oak Hill's front side is this one, the 480-yard 9th. This is a demanding uphill dogleg right featuring a fairway that gets narrower the farther a tee shot travels. Players will want to avoid going right, as a tee shot in that direction could lead to being blocked out by trees, or worse yet, wind up out of bounds.
Okay.
It all looks so simple when you're going good, doesn't it? And that is yet another solid drive. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
It's 125 yards to get you to the front portion of the green. 139 yards will get you to the flag and the pin on the front portion.
Oh.
Could have just done with a little bit more for breakfast. Just a little short. Maybe I'm being harsh. It was a good shot.
Chance now to make the turn with some momentum for birdie. Nothing to it. Well done. It's a birdie here at the 9th. And that is going to mean this was a 28 on the front side. 7 under par. We begin the back 9 here at Oak Hill with a 430-yard par 4 10th. This hole runs somewhat parallel to the first, so that means Allen's Creek is once again an issue, as indeed it crosses the 10th fairway at right about the 300-yard mark.
There we go.
That will do just fine. Ready for a second shot, trying to knock it on the green.
Nice.
Oh, that was a good strike. Took it straight at it, too. That one bounce and check. Well played.
A 4-footer here for birdie. That's as stress-free a birdie as you're going to get on this course. That is well done. Now to the longest par 3 of the course, the 245-yard 11th. It is said that 2,000 tons of sand were used during renovation of Oak Hill. And plenty of it wound up right here, as large bunkers protect the green that's been raised nearly a foot from its prior location.
Beautiful.
Okay, that one's dancing.
This from about 10 feet.
Jeez. That's going to end my birdie
Got
streak.
it there, but not quite on target.
It's all right. Good job.
Disappointment there. He'll brush it in, and that'll
Birdie
be
3
just a
through
par.
10 consecutive. That's awesome.
The par 4 12th is a visually intimidating one. It's not long by most standards at an even 400 yards, but 2 bunkers have been added in the landing area off the tee, so precision is a key.
Really starting to make a hard game look easy. Drive after drive has been superb. And this one, well, as we like to say, is in the mayor's office.
Good chance to get one in close from here. This, his second.
Beautiful.
Okay, not a bad lead. That's a good shot. Chance now for
Uphill
another
putt.
birdie.
Nice.
Yeah, can't take those for granted. Good concentration
All right,
there.
second
and it's
and
in for a
last par
birdie.
5 coming up here, so
Now
let's
to
take
the
advantage.
13th, the second par 5 on the course. This one known as the Hill of Fame.
Ooh.
This is another of the holes that has been redesigned in recent years and features a brand new green.
Can I clear the
that's
creek from
faithful
the...
to designer Donald Ross's original vision. A plaque dedicated to him on the course features his quote, "Golf should be a pleasure, not a penance." And indeed, a couple of pleasing shots here would lead to a birdie.
Oh, yeah. I'll clear that. Good job.
And this, a tee shot that fits the eye, and that'll be just fine.
Ooh. I'm going to have to use a fairway wood. Or maybe a 3-iron. I'll try that. I'm better at the irons from the fairway going to the green than the wood. Oh, that is awesome.
Be pleased with that one. On and 2, par 5. Didn't fly it there, but didn't have to. Got everything he needed out of that shot.
That is a difficult putt,
Knocked
though.
this one in, and that will have been a perfectly played hole with 2 superb shots to this point.
Got it.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Yes.
some days you just can't miss, and this is one of those days. What a putt there as he'll walk away with an eagle. We turn southward
Take
as we
advantage of
arrive
it,
at the
too.
320-yard par 4 14. This one's known as Bunker Hill, and for good reason. A total of 6 bunkers needing to be navigated from tee to green. This is maybe the biggest risk-reward hole on the entire course.
Nope. The wind pushed.
He was trying to fade that ball.
I was
but
trying to
pushed
get
it
it to
a
the
bit
get it
too
to the
much,
cross of
and
the
it's going to
green.
wind up in the bunker. Going to have to accelerate through the sand here to give this enough carry.
I wish you could set
Okay,
it so
a
there's
good
no
out,
wind.
and that's what will remain
That's my only
for
gripe
birdie.
about this game.
Now
Whoa!
this for another birdie.
What is this garbage? Holy moly. Oh,
right by the hole.
I
The
thought that was
longer
going
putts,
in
you
for a
don't mind as
second.
much. The short ones, they tend to sting.
that one was difficult, to be fair. Good job.
That so nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it. Reshaped to fit the look and feel of the original Donald Ross design is this gem, the par 3 15. Even with a short iron in hand, this is an intimidating tee shot as players will need to locate this plateaued postage stamp green or suffer the consequences. This could be a good one.
Ooh.
Okay, solid shot, and that'll give him a chance at birdie here at the 15th.
All right,
He has
so
a
we got an
12-footer
uphill putt,
here.
and it's going from right to left. Got it.
Oh, there's the surgeon's touch right there. Well done to run that in for a birdie. The final three-hole stretch here at Oak Hill's East Course begins with the 460-yard par 4 16. It's been opened up recently with trees removed down the right side, but in their place, a couple of bunkers that need to be avoided at all cost.
Once again, another great tee shot. I'm starting to wonder how low can you go? And the driving has been simply superb.
Yeah, it's been awesome.
From the fairway nota, this his second.
112 yards left. Pin is very accessible here, right in the center of the green. This is the sand wedge. Has gotten a lot of this one, and it's going to be just a fraction long.
Good shot again there. Well
Got
thought
close
out.
there, but just
Landing the
rolled
ball
past.
short, letting the ball run onto the green. And inside, well, I'd call that a birdie putt. So that's birdie range.
Ah, the line. Perfect there. And that's in for a birdie. Up next comes a test in the par 4 17th hole at 500 yards. This is a par 5 for the members, but for the pros, it's a long par 4. Tee shots here need to favor the right side because anything left can run right through the fairway and take away any hopes of reaching the green in regulation.
Oh yeah, that looked like number 9 there.
Now, it's in the first cut. There's always a little bit more grass around the ball that has to be factored in.
All right, so just a step or two into that first cut. Here's his second to the par 4.
Oh, this is straight at it.
It is a really good line.
Oh!
Just a beautiful performance, and this round looks like it's going to get even better. Just a beautiful iron shot. The sound off that club face.
A 5-footer now for birdie. Yeah, walk that one right in. That's a good putt. And it's in for a birdie. The 18th hole here at Oak Hills East Course is everything you want in a finishing hole. A par 4 at 490 yards. It's a gentle dogleg right with 3 bunkers added to give those trying to cut the corner something to think about. From there, it's a classic finishing approach shot to a green protected by 4 bunkers and watched over by the classic Tudor clubhouse above.
There we go.
Everything flowing really well right now. Coming off 3 birdies in a row. Here's another solid tee shot as well.
Second shot, good look at the green.
Beautiful.
And final iron shot of the day, and it is one of the best we've seen here at the closing hole.
Chance
Downhill
now
putt
for
now.
another birdie.
Woohoo.
Oh yeah, birdies on 15, 16, 17, and 18. And that will mean that this is a round of, can you believe it, 55.
Nice.
Alongside Frank Nobilo, I'm Rich Lerner for EA Sports. Thanks for joining us. Goodbye for now.
Damn. Shot a 55 from the black tee. I'll play this one again.
EA Sports coverage of PGA Tour Golf brings us to the home of the President's Cup in 2022 and future home of the PGA Championship in 2025 as we're at Quail Hollow here in suburban Charlotte. Hello again and welcome, Rich Lerner. Pleased to be joined by Frank Nobilo. Frank, late tea time here this evening. We should have plenty of light to get us through, but tell me what you're going to be watching for today.
Just the round developing, Rich, is the big thing. You know, you've seen how the golf course can play during the course of the day. I don't know, evening light's different too. You know, if we get a good afternoon this afternoon, that flag is just going to stick out. I think it should be tremendous.
Yeah, this course is hosting, Quail Hollow is hosting this year's PGA, which is pretty cool. And I'll play this course again on PGA Week. I think that's sometime next month. It's coming up soon.
A picture-perfect drive there and a long one, too. That's right down the heart of this first fairway.
Oh, shit. I should have used a 5-iron.
Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in. In the rough now, wondering what might have been.
Oh. Now I got that for par. And it's an uphill putt, too.
This one measures out to 15 feet.
Oh, yeah, a little bit of a shaky beginning, but it is a scrambling par here at the first. Now to the second hole, the par 4, and Frank, what's in store for the players?
Opposite shaped hole to the opening hole. This one dog legs to the left, and those enormous oak trees have really become a problem with the tee shots. So no use trying to go over them or around them. Just follow the fairway and play your second shot back uphill.
Let's see. Can I be able to clear this tree? I'll try to. Uh-oh. Okay. Looks like we're going to have to punch it.
Quite obviously off the tree and
I
into
didn't
the
see
rough.
that other tree there.
Down on the course, let's check in with Notah Begay III.
146 yards left to the hole. Ball sitting up very nicely in the rough.
Okay.
Well, it just comes up a little shy of the flag, but all in all, a good shot out of that
got a
rough.
club up.
This one on the slow side as he'll try to get this one close.
Nice.
Oh, yes. Very impressive right there. And that goes down for a birdie. Well, from the tee, you can see plainly what you need to do, or in this case, not do. You don't want to hit it in that fairway bunker in the landing zone here at this 483-yard hole. It is the par 4 third. Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. Frank, what's the best way to get at this hole location on the approach of the third?
Second shot plays a little bit uphill, plus that general slope from left to right.
Nice. Good stuff.
I always looked inside that 15-feet circle. Anything inside that was going to be a good shot. So in my book, that's a good shot.
Oh,
that's
barely
a
got
nice
that.
roll right there. That's a second straight birdie here in the early part of his round. Gets into 2
I
under
thought
through
I
his
was gonna
first
miss.
3 holes. First par 3 of the day here at Quail Hollow is not a long one. It's just 167 yards the fourth. But if you get too aggressive, and that's understandable given you have a short iron in your hands, you could end up in one of those 3 bunkers guarding the front of the green. So be careful, and club selection is important here.
Nice job.
And that one gonna wind up smack dab in the middle of the green.
10-foot putt left.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Missed it right. Just didn't have the right line. Disappointment there. He'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par. Back to another par 4, the 5th. Frank, what's the challenge here?
It's a dogleg right. It goes back up the hill, Rich. It should have been a wide fairway, but what Fazio did that was, I think, very, very clever. He put one bunker on the left side, as you can see, that is about 330 yards to get past it. And those 2 bunkers on the right. So what was a wide fairway has all of a sudden shrunk down to the position exactly where you want to hit it.
Yeah, that will get a little bit of run. That will be just fine. Second shot coming up. Let's bring in Iona Stephen.
133 the number, and that pin, well, it's back left today.
And safely on deck. That's the main thing, but from that distance, really don't want to leave yourself like a knee knocker, like a 4 or 5 footer. So this first putt's going to have to be good.
I should have gone up. Should have used a pitching wedge. Ah, nope.
That one just gonna sneak on by.
Well, like the old saying goes, never up, never in, and that definitely applies here.
That so nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it. This par 3 has it all. It is a brute, 249 yards this 6th. And really simply, you have to strike your golf ball here. If you don't, you pay a price.
Well, I struck it all right.
All right, you take those all
Wrong
day
spot,
long.
though.
On the green, chance for birdie coming up. A lot of big greens here at Quail Hollow. This a long one for birdie.
Better. Oh!
Yeah, that's a good putt. That was a slippery one, but
I
that's
really
well
thought
done.
I thought that was gonna catch it and dip in, but it didn't. Jeez. There we go.
Yeah, very good display on the greens there. That was a demanding 2-putt, but he gets it done for his 3. All right, so coming off that tough 249-yard par 3 sixth, get a chance to maybe get one back at the reachable 7th. It's a par 5 at 546 yards.
Okay, and we got a lot of water here. All right, so we got a lot of water. And we got a headwind here, a small headwind, but we got a headwind nonetheless.
No issues here. That is into the fairway.
All right, I can make that. Ooh. All right, give me that for eagle.
Got every bit of that, flew it all the way there and got it to stop. Home in 2 on the par 5. This one just about straight at it for eagle.
Oh! Oh my God!
Dude, you gotta see that. You gotta go to the camera that last turn forward.
My God!
Man, went from 11th to 3rd. Shit, I went from 1st to 12th.
Holy cow! I went from crossing the finish line to flipping.
And back up to 7th.
6 up first in one corner.
I went from 12 to 8. Good Lord. She doesn't even know I'm streaming. Nice.
A third shot on this par 5, get one close, maybe make 4.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he had to be thinking about making that kind of talent. He possesses the good hands. Beautiful shot right there, and that is an eagle.
Come on, get him. He was stupid. Whoa.
into the short stuff.
Dan!
Oh, would you expect anything less with the way things are going? Everything is dropping right now, even balls from off.
Don't fault the guy for talking about it all the time. The last time he had sex, beer cans didn't have labels.
That was the save of my life. Or the spin of my life.
Left and is going to go downhill. This is going to get close.
Thunderbolt right there, what a putt. He can't seem to do anything wrong in this round. Wow. 15 feet away.
Yes. That was awesome.
So from right around 80 yards or so, this is second.
All right. Now I'm back. All right, we're going to try to make this. Uphill putt, too. Nope.
Had a pretty good run at it. That would have been a nice eagle, but couldn't quite find the line.
Not quite. There's that curve in the beginning of it is what threw me off.
Okay, little two-footer for birdie, not a problem, and that was well played.
All right.
Interesting part of the golf course,
Here we
the
go.
long 3 and then the short 5 and now a short par 4. How gettable is this one, Frank?
I think you need your Sunday best, Rich, maybe a little bit of help, but even the strategy of laying up here is quite interesting. The two bunkers on the left, well staggered,
Oh,
and the
flag in
big
the back.
gaping bunker in the front right of the green. It's really how well you're swinging. I'd give it a crack. Take the head cover off.
If it wasn't for the side wind, I'm going to go for it. Uh-oh.
Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a
I
fine
tried.
tee shot
I
right
could get
there.
it in one from the blue tees.
So the great tee shot left him here. Now his second from relatively close range.
Not bad.
Okay, sensible play right there, and that one on deck.
14 feet to the hole.
Nice.
Okay, just how you draw it up. That one in for a birdie. From a drivable par 4 to a long par 4, we finished the outward 9 with a 505-yard 9. Avoid the fairway bunker on the right. You'll have a good look at a green flanked by 2 bunkers.
Oh, Lord.
This one starting a little bit left.
Whoa! That was a bit much. Jeez.
Wayward from the tee, and this one is headed for the rough, Frank. So from the rough, his second at 9.
I'll put that.
That just came out blazing. As soon as it hit the green, it was never going to stop.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm on the green there. Now I'm gonna have to get a little bit of ump because I'm off the green. So. Ah!
Nah,
Well.
that's going to wander off to the right and leave maybe 2-3 feet coming back.
There we go.
Okay, that's in for his par here at the 9th. And that will be a sizzling 31 on the front side, 4 under par. We start the inward half with the longest hole at Quail Hollow, 592-yard par 5. Fairly straight. Avoid that fairway bunker on the left and let it rip.
Oh yes, I love doing that.
He just keeps motoring right along. Another good tee shot right there.
Ooh. I'm going to have to chip it.
Really hit that second shot on the button to this par 5, but Frank couldn't get it to stop.
Yeah, too good, too long, sadly.
Oh! Ooh!
Man absolutely can do no wrong. Dialed in, and that is an eagle, and this is a spectacular round of golf. This par 4 11th at 462 yards with a slight dogleg to the left is all about positioning, and with one good tee shot, carry the corner and avoid that bunker right at the elbow, you're going to be able to attack and maybe walk off with a birdie 3.
Well, you know, I got that one right. And also, Well, Arthur, you've been hiding for a long time. I haven't seen you in ages. Oh, I know.
Yeah, good swing and a good result, as that is safely into the fairway. So, Iona, this his second from the fairway.
We've got 1-3-2 left to the flag today. Pin in the middle, so it's a green light.
And a good iron shot, just not quite as close as what we'd all want to finish, but still.
Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
20 feet. Maybe should have used a pitching wedge. Nice.
That is crafty right there. A beautiful putt, and the result is a birdie. Par 4 12th hole is pretty to look at, but you can't stare at it too long, Frank, because it demands all of your attention.
Very much a corridor of a par 4 down there. I don't think you have to hit driver down here. You see a lot of players in the tournament, they'll only hit 3-wood, just find the fairway, or will kick a little bit to the right. The reason why you don't want to miss this fairway or miss with the trees is because this green is built up and has the 2 bunkers that narrow the front entrance. So a fairway you must find.
Ooh.
This one's starting a hair right.
Oh, the wind turned on me. I was trying to get it to go right, thinking the wind was going to push it left, but the wind turned. That's what happened.
It is in the rough, but it appears to be a pretty good lie. Should have a go at this. His second now at the 12th.
Not the end of the world.
It's a good shot, but does leave that little uphill putt, so that one will be slow.
Ooh.
12 feet still to go.
Oh, I thought I was going to miss.
There, that one in for a birdie. All right, here's the first par 3 on the backside here at Quail Hollow. It is the 208-yard 13th hole. Okay, center of the green. Good shot. He ran in a long one a moment ago. This equally long for another birdie.
I hit it short. Oh, I still got it though.
Class right there. A tee shot on the green, and then a long putt goes down for a birdie.
I thought I was going to
Here's
miss.
Another chance to be a hero. It's a par 4, and it's just under 350 yards. Give it some thought. You're feeling limber. You're launching them a long ways. How about this par 4?
There's 14, 15, and 16. Oh, Lord, this is dangerous.
Everything flowing really well right now. Coming off 3 birdies in a row. Here's another solid tee shot as well.
I'm going to go ahead and putt it. Oh!
Yeah, putting was the right decision there. They say that usually your worst putt beats your best chip, right? So when in doubt, call on that Texas wedge. You bet. Easy as can be. That's in for birdie. 15th hole, the par 5 is 577 yards, and a chance here to really turn the momentum in your favor.
You're right, Rich. Very much a swing hole because eagles are in play, 6s and 7s are also in play. Requires a long tee shot. You could say that on any par 5, but a long one downhill is going to go even further. And then if you've got the ability to hit your second shot very, very high, if you can do that, you can carry the front bunker, and then you start to bring eagle in play. But with a tee shot or with a second shot, and 6s, 7s, anything's in play.
Boy, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot.
All right, just inside 250. I'm gonna have to chip it. Maybe should have gone with a 4-iron.
That one was running so hot.
Those are really tough to judge. Yeah, that's really hard to judge.
Now this for another birdie.
All right, there we go.
Yes, very methodically done, and that one in for a birdie. It is one of the more famous stretches, or should I say infamous stretches in golf. It depends on how you play it. We start at the 16th hole. 16, 17, and 18. They call it the Green Mile, and it begins with the 506-yard par 4 16. Tell you what, the game's just coming easy right about now. 5 straight birdies on the card and another beautiful tee shot here. This is an approach shot that will really test a player. Second to the 16th.
I always looked inside that 15-feet circle. Anything inside that was going to be a good shot. So in my book, that's a good shot.
Oh, brother.
This will move to his right for birdie.
Not quite.
He'll say he should have made that.
Should have.
And a little too much movement on that. Disappointment there. He'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par. So much can happen here at the 17th. Par 3, 223 yards. This is where tournaments are won or lost, and it's also the signature hole here at Quail Hollow. What do you think of it, Frank?
It's tough, Rich. It really is, because you have to make a decision. It plays about half a club downhill. That's 5 yards. And then the tendency is to try and aim it too straight, or in layman's term, try and hit too good a shot. Please, just aim a little to the right. Put another yard or two on your tee shot to the right side. Just respect that. And then you'll have an outside chance of making 2. You will gain on the field. I promise you.
Ooh, glad I didn't go with the 4-iron.
Yeah, that one came in a little hot. It's safely on, but it'll be a long look coming up. Chance now for another birdie.
I hit it short. Not quite.
Close. Couldn't ask for much more on that putt. That's so nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it. Our day at beautiful Quail Hollow ends with a 494-yard par 4 18. Downhill tee shot is framed with a nasty bunker on the right and the stream on the left side. The uphill second shot can still land at the stream on the left, so delicacy is required.
There we go.
It all looks so simple when you're going good, doesn't it? And that is yet another solid drive.
Good job. Last driver shot of the round.
Final approach shot of the day here at 18. Frank, what's the key?
A nice high shot that just holds from that left side would be perfect. But it's so hard to get the ball all the way back because this second shot is played slightly uphill, nearly 3/4 of a club.
Nice.
I'm not quite sure of that strike, whether they got it all, but ball's just come up a little shy. Outside chance for a birdie.
Yeah, that's a good putt there. It's a birdie at 18. And that is officially going to do it. It's a round of 59.
Sweet.
Frank, once again, we saw a lot of outstanding golf here at Quail Hollow.
And we saw why this is such a great driver's course, Rich. The fact that so many holes bend in different directions, the ability to hit the correct tee shot, and the reward you get when you do it. Quail Hollow certainly stands up to the best in the country.
We enjoyed it from the tower. For Frank Nobilo, I'm Rich Lerner, saying so long until next time.
All right. That's gonna do it for me today. This is a good stream. Nice and relaxing. All right. Let's see who we got streaming. All right, I'm gonna raid Afro Ranger Gaming. He is playing Marvel Rivals, and I have not talked to him in a long time. So I'm gonna say hi. We're gonna go over there his channel and spread some love. So thank y'all very much. I'm planning on being back tomorrow, but I will see if I can or not. And I don't know what I'm gonna stream. It may be more golf, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to stream. We'll see. Well, I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. But thank y'all very much for everything. Say hi to Afro Ranger, and I will see everybody tomorrow.